This is $1, which is about 23,000 VND.
Now, it's no secret Vietnam is cheap, but let me show you just how cheap it is.
Kiek bang, oi, Phuc Ma Day. What's going on, everyone? My name is Phuc Ma. Live here in Vietnam and very happy to be collaborating today, eating some delicious food right here in Saigon. Ngồi đây được không cô? Okay. You want to sit side by side, right? Okay.
Yeah. All right, guys. So unfortunately, our first destination was closed, but we've come to a second stop. This is a very popular dish here in Vietnam for breakfast called bánh ướt, and it's made of basically rice flour, essentially. Yeah.
Pretty much the same thing. Guys, bánh cuốn. Cuốn talks about the roll. Bánh cuốn is rolled up rolls. Here it's just cut it up, throw it on the plate. Pretty much the same ingredients. I got the special plate. Alex, you got the normal plate.
Why did you get the special?
Why is that? Because I'm a lot fatter than him? Are you discriminating against fat people?
Typically, this would be with a filling inside, either some kind of meat, some kind of mushroom usually, but we've got the meat here on the side, got some sausages, Vietnamese sausages, and bean sprouts, of course. What is this, chicken?
This is just bánh tôm bình thường, just the normal bánh tôm.
So what's in it? It's just flour?
And flour and shrimp.
Why don't we try that first?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah. It's like a cooked potato.
One thing I love about Vietnam is they make so much from so little. This is chả. It's like a pressed meat, okay? So you have that. That's in a lot of different dishes. I said, well, what's this then? This is chả chiên. So it's the same dish but fried.
Yeah.
So it's like they make a lot of variety out of the same thing, which is, you know, speaks to their creativity.
After eating bánh ướt, we made our way to District 4 for our second dish of the day. This is one of my favorite Vietnamese breakfasts in Saigon. And it's also one dish that tourists typically miss when they come to Vietnam, so make sure to check that out on Phuc Map's channel after this.
All right, guys, so we have come to the center of District 4. One of the first places that I ever came to eat here in Vietnam. We're actually gonna be trying mo co, which is like a beef stew, very popular. So if you're looking for something different than pho in Vietnam, then this would be a great alternative for you. One of my favorite soups in Vietnam. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a try here.
You know what? My parents aren't Vietnamese, my blood parents, but this brings back my childhood because like he said, it is a beef stew and it's very delicious.
Now, before we head into this place, guys, the last spot, they gave it to us for free. That is the very first time that has happened to me in Vietnam. Maybe it's because I'm with the legend here, Mr. Phuc Ma. But yeah, and didn't pay for it. Usually though, that dish will cost us about 30 or 40K, so still very affordable here in Vietnam. This dish, I expect it to be around 40K, I think. I think this one might be a little bit more because it's an actual restaurant here. We got some white onions, some green onions, and of course, can't go wrong with banh mi.
Look at this, it's a beef pocket, a beef stew pocket.
This is why they give you the banh mi. Soak up all of that juice in the soup. Just put a little bit of citrus in here with the limes. Got fresh limes here.
So for me, it's like, this is one of those staples where, like you said, sure, I eat that every week.
Yeah.
But when I want something that's like savory, juicy, gonna get stuck in my teeth, well, it's ball hog.
Yeah.
But if you notice, we have darker shirts on. And with dishes like this and boom ball, well, the broth is sort of orange. If you wear a white shirt out, you better be the most careful eater in the world and be a master of the chopsticks, or else you're gonna drop it in there, splash, and there goes your white shirt.
It's happened to me before, believe me, so be very careful.
And I'll show you a tip. Yeah. Take the lime, put it in, use it first, and then take the rest on your chopstick. The citric acid kills the bacteria, supposedly. You notice if you come and review food, it's like the owners, they want to go over the tops. We don't expect anything, you know, special, but they'll give you extra portions. Kind of like the bánh ướt. He goes, that be it for you, big boy. Like, okay.
Have a little more.
While it's appreciated when we're doing a video like this where we compare multiple places, it becomes more difficult.
This dish alone, you can get just about anywhere in the city, to be honest. We just happened to come across this one that was closest to us.
I always point out how in Vietnam, the majority of the time that I've lived here, over 8 years, I never even had a kitchen in my apartment.
Yeah.
I lived in a one-room studio.
Don't need it.
With a bath in it. And then from there, I eat out every single day.
There's so many restaurants that are typically all around apartment buildings here that you can have an entire week's worth of food just within the block's walk of you.
I've lived on the same main street for 8 years, and there's still places that I haven't tried yet. A city of 10 million people, what do you expect? There's gonna be a lot of choices for restaurants.
Curling, walking through these little tiny alleys. Very iconic in Vietnam, just trying to find a local dish that we've been looking for the last hour, I want to say here. It's just so hard because all the local stores and restaurants, they often decide when they want to stay open and when they want to close. So you can show up and all of a sudden they're closed. All right, so we've come to our final stop. This little tiny stall here on the middle of an intersection in the alley. Like, we are very close to motorbikes, you'll see as they drive by here. Oh, we got Bangkok.
Yes. So, Bangkok, you have two versions. You have Vũng Tàu and you have the Miền Tây. This is the version from the Miền Tây, which also means the Mekong Delta. And you can tell it's from the Miền Tây because it has this white sauce on it, which is known as nước cốt dừa, or coconut creamy sauce. And it also has đậu xanh, which are mung beans. So with both of these, it has the shrimp, it has the boat, as they say, kind of like the flour of the Vũng Tàu ones, but these things kind of separate it because people in the Mekong, they like sweeter dishes.
So you got this amazing fluffy pancake that she grills up fresh. And then you can put whatever topping you want and request whatever seafood, meats. I usually eat the Vũng Tàu version, which is originally the one that I tried when I first came to Vietnam. I've never tried Mekong, so we'll try this one and see how it is. So here we go. We got the pancake here. We're gonna put it inside the lettuce. You got pickled vegetables here. Got some carrots here, put on top. And all you do is just wrap it up like a burrito, and then cheers. I did get a hint of that white sauce, which is actually really tasty.
Personally, I'm a huge fan of nước cốt dừa. And I guess, you know, I'm not Vietnamese, but if I can get along with anybody in the country, it's people in the Miền Tây and Mekong Delta, because they generally like sweeter. And as a bigger guy, that's what I like. You can see Alex messes with the vegetables, but personally, I'm on a diet, so I'm cutting the vegetables out. I'm just gonna go with the straight pancake. The way they make it very crispy on the outside, the soft on the inside, the hint of seafood, and then the sweetness of the coconut sauce just makes this easily one of my favorite dishes, and one of those dishes that foreigners often pass up here in Vietnam.
Now, as you can see, the shrimp here, they just clean the shell off, but they left the legs on and everything. Typically in the restaurant, they would clean this all off, but these are 5K each. Very, very cheap. Cheaper than most places, actually. You get a dish of about 5 or 8 of them for 50K. Here, it's only 30. She's not paying rent, as you can see. She's just setting up her stall and going at it for the whole day. So honestly, if you're a first-time visitor to Vietnam, this is not something that you would originally look up to go out and eat. Originally, I found this out from a local that had recommended it to me, so I'm recommending it to you here. We're finishing up the day here in Ho Chi Minh City. We had the 3 amazing dishes that you guys saw. If you guys want to see the final 3 that we're about to try, hit up Phuc Map. He's #1 guy here making videos in Vietnam. You gotta watch his stuff. It's amazing. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
Alright, hẹn gặp lại mọi người.